Let's go down to my knees here. There we go. Whew, that's so much easier. Wait a minute. What am I doing? Wait, what am I doing? So the problem is a lot of people, they want to do push-ups at home because they're limited in equipment, and I get that. The problem is that when we start doing push-ups, a lot of us don't own a really good plank position. And as I demonstrated, going down to my knees is actually going to be counterproductive to building a really successful push-up. Why? Because of my feet. When I'm in my push-up position, my fingers, I'm going to spread my fingers wide as I grab into the ground, almost like I'm grabbing a ball. And you see what happens to that tension? As I squeeze in, see how my elbows turn in. Now with my feet established, the balls of my feet are pressing through the ground, because without that, I'm going to be guaranteed that my hips are either going to go north or they're going to go south. So by pushing into the ground, now I've established that solid plank. So I'm lowering myself into my push-up position, bringing myself down, drive through the feet, boom. Now it's become a total body core experience, as opposed to doing push-ups on your knees, which is just like an upper body shoulder impingement yuckiness. That's what that is. How can you take that a little bit further? So, Corey, I can't do push-ups really well. Holding planks is no fun for me. I get that, I totally get that. So the first thing you can look at for establishing that push-up is going into our quadruped position. That means the knees underneath the hips, not inside, but directly underneath the hips. Notice my feet. This is where the magic happens. Pushing into the ground. Now you notice how I get that push here, not sinking down. From here I can go into that beloved bird dog, but it's not the bird dog that you guys are familiar with, where I'm just going up as high as I can, thinking I'm doing it by just performing some kind of slop. What I want to establish is my hand and feet. So as I drive out now, notice I'm gonna keep my hand and my foot close to the ground, because the more I pick up here, the more I'm gonna get turned, and this is a seriously anti-rotational drill. So what's gonna save me? My left hand and my right foot are gonna save me as I go out here, because that's what it is, connecting this lat to that glute. Now from here, I'm not just gonna come back willy-nilly. I wanna pull myself back in, reset, establish that push-up before I drive to go back out. So right there, honoring that push-up, using the feet is gonna help set you up better. Now, in case you do have an ultimate sandbag near you, what a great way to experience more fruit and flavor as you perform this. So setting up my ultimate sandbag, logo facing up, the bag is gonna be right against my thighs. My first move is to grab onto the bag, all 5 fingers, boom. Notice these 5 fingers here. Push away. So as I reach for the bag, I don't sink down, I continue pushing. Elbow locked in, drive as I drag. Not rocking back, that's my foot helping push me forward. Reset that position, get that push up, grab on tight as I drive through. So some ways that you can really regress your push up so that you're not failing, right? So we're not setting ourselves up for worse experiences down the road. Be successful, be mindful, don't be like my cameraman waving all around. All right? So from us to you, from my little home gym, or gym de casa, you're welcome.